In 2017, witnesses claimed to see a pickle man escaping an exploding office building in a helicopter. Investigators have come to realize that this is the work of perhaps the most successful criminal mastermind of all time. From the outside, he may look like a retired family man, a hobbyist, and the award-winning singer-songwriter behind the classic Get Swifty. If you dig beneath the surface, you'll find a cold, calculating genius who has committed crimes so extreme that there aren't words to describe them. This is the story of Rick Sanchez, the mad scientist, the criminal, the pickle.
Boom! Big reveal, I'm a pickle!
If there's one crime that's easiest to pin on Rick Sanchez, it's the abuse of mind-altering substances. Pretty much every second that Rick is awake, he's ingesting some sort of substance. Most of the time he's seen drinking out of a flask right before he takes the wheel of his flying car. If flying under the influence wasn't bad enough, Rick is also well known for smuggling illegal substances across the galaxy. Rick has been seen manufacturing Kalax out of Calaxian crystals, using perspective-enhancing alien pheromones, and doing fractal dust with a planetary hive mind. Some even think that his genius is nothing but a product of illegal substance abuse. It was shown in one of his earliest adventures with his nephew that the use of megaseeds allows one to achieve superintelligence. Is Rick's entire persona based upon nothing more than the use of substances deemed illegal by the Galactic Federation? Well, the site galacticfederation100%truth.org certainly seems to think so. For most galactic empires, federations, hive minds, and intergalactic corporations, obliterating a planet or an entire civilization with a weapon of mass destruction is considered to be one of the most heinous acts a person can commit. For Rick Sanchez, ruining or extinguishing the lives of billions is closer to that one time SpongeBob stole a balloon. For instance, when his grandson Morty asked him to make a love potion, Rick created a serum that led to every being on Earth not related to Morty turning into a Cronenberg monster. His most notable crime of this magnitude is when he simultaneously destroyed both the Galactic Federation and the Citadel of Ricks by eliminating the Council of Ricks and reducing Federation currency to zero. Both civilizations crumbled and had to be rebuilt from the ground up. Everything from Rick's portal gun to his car can be used to create, shape, and ultimately obliterate cultures with less effort than it took for him to conceive Pirates of the Pancreas. Jean-Claude Van Damme tried to warn us all about the dangers of time travel with his classic documentary Time Cop, but clearly Rick Sanchez didn't listen.
I don't respect time travel. If Ant-Man and the Wasp can do it, I'm not interested.
While Sanchez despises time travel and has made it clear that he will never be seen traveling through the timeline himself, this hasn't stopped him from doing unspeakable damage to the present. Most notably, Rick paused all of time itself and nearly broke into pieces, resulting in the arrival of fourth-dimensional timeline cops. Since then, he has committed several other major time crimes. He and his nephew Morty permanently altered the history of a planet of sentient snakes, leading to a series of Terminator-style time incursions. Most recently, Rick gave his grandson a device that he thought would allow him to save his place in time and travel back whenever he wanted, like a video game. Instead, Rick gave him a device that would send him to a new timeline after burning that Morty out of existence. In order to resolve this, Rick merged all of the timelines into one, just to prove a point about his vat of acid bit.
Don't ever make fun of me again, ever!
Someone needs to tell Jean-Claude about this. For Rick Sanchez, committing theft isn't even something that requires a second thought. Pretty much everything from snatching a sacred crystal in a post-apocalyptic world to pirating interdimensional cable from across the universe is fair game. Once, he even created an all-powerful heist robot that committed dangerous heists on a planetary level that destroyed the lives of millions, just to convince his nephew not to pitch a heist movie to Netflix. As bad as his petty larceny is, his true favorite form of theft is identity theft. It's commonplace for Rick to travel to an alternate dimension and assume the life of an alternate version of himself. In fact, Sanchez is currently living under the false identity of a Rick who perished in an explosion. Identity theft is not a joke, even if the identity you're stealing is your own. Perhaps the crime Sanchez commits the most often is assault. He's well known for fighting everyone from his close personal friends, his creations, and even his family. While this would be enough to bring Sanchez in by himself, the true scope of his violent confrontations defies reason itself. Rick is just as quick to pick a fight with an average citizen who uses his private toilet as he is to fight someone like the President of the United States. Beyond even this, Rick has been shown trading punches with both gods and devils alike, a crime we would like to coin as assault on a celestial level. The one person who's most likely to be a victim of Rick's fury is Rick himself. Whether it's a Rick from an alternate timeline, a Rick that's the personification of his own toxicity, or even his exact self from his own time split in half, the one enemy that Rick hates and fears the most is the one staring back at him in the mirror.
Please, I think I'm doing pretty good on my own.
Now that the new season of Rick and Morty is out, we'll likely see Rick commit dozens of crimes in the future. He's already been caught trespassing in the realm of Atlantis. If he isn't worried about testing the wrath of Mr. Nimbus, there's no stopping him.